but a lot of noise.
A lot of noise. The atmosphere is fantastic. This is going to be a very, very tight and hard-fought game. We saw that last Wednesday. And
Arsenal struggling a little bit, thinking that maybe the Premier League was slipping away to get a lifeline last night, but focus will be to the three underneath him: Trossard, Eze, Saka, who captains the side tonight. Those were three substitutes in this side. Julian Alvarez, 14 goal contributions in 14 matches. Of course, the penalty kick in leg one. Antoine Griezmann's days just counting.
Securing the trophy. They will look to change that this season. The Atletico in their change trip, Arsenal in their home trip, as we get this second leg kicked off from the Arsenal.
Certainly looked good on the weekend. Of course, the pressure just a little bit different in this match tonight. As Koke here, unsurprisingly, getting a piece of Saka in the midfield to be...
Challenge in the air, well done from Giuliano Simeone, who gets it returned to him from Griezmann. In a good position now, running at Gabriel. Early and arriving is Alvarez. And it is going to be given as a goal kick, as Alvarez did touch it last.
Oh, good ball over the top by Griezmann here.
Lewis Skelly under pressure. These are the moments he'll be judged against. Enough contact there to see a free kick to Atletico, but Giuliano Simeone. Well shifted into Alvarez. Goes in behind. Griezmann towards Lenormand, and it nearly fell for Giuliano Simeone, and it trickles wide.
What an opportunity. Good movement here. A little splitting ball that gets
on a 93rd minute equalizer to Real Madrid in 2014, then 2016 in a penalty shootout to Real Madrid. It's a club that has come ever. Lifted in from Rice with plenty of air. Faria Saka on the back post, and he got his attempt all wrong. Kind of caught in two minds there.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. This thing hangs up in the air. We'll see Saka's at the top. All the blue jerseys. It's a good ball.
Run well spotted at Saka, low delivery, and it nearly came for Trossard. Gyökeres was close. Lewis Skelly only manages to control. Gabriel flashing wide, but it's set up for him nicely.
Oh, what a good build-up. Talking about Centra, it's going to be the wide areas where you beat them. There's just a move by Saka to come back that Ruggieri.
Rice stepping in ahead of Alvarez, but got enough contact on him. Still he plays, but then runs into Saka. Neither player really knew what the other wanted to do. They just awkwardly bump into each other.
Yeah, and you mentioned the hold-up play. Did a good job of getting his body in front of the defender first.
Sprinting back to cover. They're giving Declan Rice an issue. He's gone beyond him, though. Rice in the area. Declan Rice with a cutback, and Llorente helps away. But a lovely individual cameo on that far side for Declan Rice. This one is now into Lewis Skelly, does well with his positioning. Lewis Skelly across the face of goal, and no one there to respond. Gyökeres the closest, and now Gabriel to keep it in play. Slip there on that far side, sees Calafiori on the ground. Now Llorente isolated with Gabriel, lifted in towards Adamola. Look. Eze was pushed to the ground. Koke didn't think it was a ton of contact, but enough. That initial touch slides in. Calafiori, it's given as a free kick. Calafiori now signaling that he got stepped on there as well.
Good defending all around.
Tricky feet there, and Pubil now getting forward. Low into Griezmann, and Llorente, who turns. Llorente with the block in. And it did come kindly for Lookman. Llorente was offside.
Well, it started with a dangerous pass or a rip.
And down the line, now Gyökeres, again isolated with Hansko. Keeps it, if only for the moment, we play on. And it is a throw into Emery. He will appeal, the crowd will appeal. Eze. Harried there by a couple. Declan Rice, it deflects, and Oblak has to scramble. And it will be given as a corner.
It's good sustained pressure here. Trossard getting on.
Secured in this building in the next few weeks. Eze drifting, nearly found its way through. Koke was tripped. Free kick given. Looking tidy in possession. Lewis Skelly. Saka. Control back towards White, who got it into Eze. And White towards Eze again. A kind deflection towards Oblak. Ever so close to the former Palace man. Couldn't find the pass to Trossard. He turns and looks and is bumped into, and Griezmann, who's it off last? Griezmann with a chest bump there for Julius, making the run behind. Oblak is out. Gyökeres gets turned. Gyökeres lifting to the back post, and Trossard deliberates. Trossard, save from Oblak, and Saka follows in. And Arsenal have the breakthrough in this second leg on the stroke of halftime. He's back fit, and he's back as the star man for Arsenal, Bukayo Saka. Oh, how they missed him. And he might just have... Seeing this home support, and that is the scoreline going into the break. Arsenal now lead in this semi-final by 2.
Who does he unlock? I still think the onus is on Ademola Lookman to get involved in this match. He really hasn't been in the moments that he had the ball at his feet. He was not good with it. If you're Arsenal, I don't...
From Saliba, looked like teammates collided there, Llorente and Lookman. The key moment in the air is Gyökeres is pulled to the floor and a free kick is awarded.
We're seeing it again here in leg 2.
Lifted forward from Koke. It's awkward, and it comes for Giuliano. Who's in? Giuliano, the challenge from Gabriel. Just enough contact to put him off. It's a corner given, but it looked like the equalizer was gaping for Atleti. Lenormand, lovely return ball for Calafiori. Calafiori just now opens up the play with Trossard, who's in all sorts of room. Lovely turn, was a pull of the shirt there from Llorente. Some fans want a yellow card and perhaps justify.
A bit of a surprise, I think, to most.
Pubil and Griezmann. Anto Griezmann, save from Raya. Pubil follows in. Challenge coming in. Griezmann now goes over, and it will be given as the free kick against Gabriel before Griezmann went over. Sorloth joined in that forward area. Looks like Alvarez might move out wide as Luis Skelly is fouled. First Sorloth as Gyökeres. Oblak will come out and claim ahead of him. Was bumped into by the big Swede. And Gyökeres wrestling there with Pubil, who has to go to the ground to lift that one away. Might be the one who comes off. Diego Simeone will use all his allotted changes and throwing on a couple more attackers. Cross for Gyökeres, who's sent over. That might have been their place in the final confirmed. He just couldn't keep it down.
Wow, what a moment. What a moment.
It is Almada, the former Atlanta United man, who comes on as the person who needs to turn this around. And in some ways, with Griezmann and Gyökeres, this looks fluid here from Arsenal in the build-up. Madueke, and left now Martin Odegaard to strike. And sent that one over. But a lovely passage of build-up play from the Gunners.
The moment that would have been here.
Molina, that's a dangerous ball given away. Ben White takes aim. Sends that one off target. Dangerous ball.
So good from Gyökeres here.
Into Trossard, who gets it back to Gyökeres, who touch let him down, but it went off Pubil on its way out. Space look there for Baena to run into. He's still found ahead of White. Baena deflects off of White. Will be a set piece. Ughelli and Almada in space. Has to pick up the right pass. Almada lifting in. Sorloth with a lot of contact there from Gabriel. But Raya always the favorite to get there first.
Yeah, I think Raya here.
Doing it back. Baena. Sorloth flicking. Llorente striking. Tame enough for Raya to deal with down to his left.